guys, welcome to the channel and welcome to letter H. Now, I don't know if time will permit to see letter I or letter H or GH, which is hidden writing spots, and then I is inked layers. So hopefully we'll get into this really quickly. And what we're going to do is we're going to take an index card, and for this one I chose pink for the back of our card, and we're going to flip this over. Well, actually I should probably trim this up so we kind of know where our middle is. So we're just going to trim. If you want, you can keep that for future reference. I sort of kind of do, because maybe I want to do layers or clusters with it. This I probably won't keep. Doesn't really do me a whole lot of good. And then we're gonna, before we waste any more time, we're gonna turn this over and we're gonna glue, yes, our line side down, because we don't really, unless you want to turn it this way, and then I guess we could. I guess we could, and we could slide it into a pocket that goes this way. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll keep this intact. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to glue our top. Make sure it's all glued down well. And mine is a heavy cardstock type. It comes from one of those like 70s journals. Alright, so we'll do it this way. And then we'll press that out. I don't know what I did with my bone folder, but maybe we won't need it. So we're going to make sure that's all well adhered. We don't have any wrinkles, right? Any wrinkles. And then we're going to come back in with our trimmer. And we're going to trim this as close to the edge as we can get. Perfect. I have a little bit there, but I think we can trim that out. Very nice. Alright, now we're going to do this side. That should do it. Yes. I might have gotten like a fraction of that pink, but I think we're okay. Alright, now we're going to do this side. Same. We're going to get that right up to the edge. That's pretty good. I missed like a thread's worth. Kind of hard to. Alright, and then we'll do this side. Right up to the edge there, even Steven, as they say. Alright, so that's our, okay, that's going to be our journaling card, see? That'll be our journaling card. And then the next is going to be this direction, okay? We are going to glue a piece to the top on both sides. So we're going to cut this. It'll make sense here in just a second. And we're going to cut this one at, let's go an inch. And then let's go another inch. And then the rest should cover. I think it will cover. All right, well, let's do one piece at a time here. All right, so we want this to be even with, oh, look at that. That's going to line up just right. So we're going to cut it off at each white strip. Then we're going to slide it up to the bottom of that red line. I love it. We want it to go a little over. I think a little over. See, this is going to get glued. Well, I probably should have just done it. Maybe I'll shave off. I'll show you why. I'm going to shave off just a smidge of this because we want it to be hidden, and we need the journaling card slightly smaller than this piece. Yeah, that'll work. And then we're going to cut this off. We can trim that. In fact, that's probably what I should do with both pieces, trim. Now remember, we have two of these. And then trim. Okay, and then we're going to be very careful and methodical when we glue here. And then we're going to use the rest of this to cover here, and then we'll put a different color on the back. Alright, let's get started here. So we are going to glue this where it lines up. Alright, this is where you have to be super careful. Super duper careful. Alright, we're going to go to this very light pink line across the top of our folder here, or our index card. Okay, and then we're gonna go along here with some tacky glue, and we'll just smooth that out. And remember, we're only going to that top line, and we're gonna bring this out to the edge on each side. Try to line that up so you have equal amounts on both sides. I know that might not make sense, but it will. Okay. Right, and we're going to flip it over. Then we're going to add this one so that it lines up to that one. Okay? Easy peasy, you can do it. And then hopefully we can get our layered inks going here. I may have to combine some of the more user-friendly or beginner-friendly. Okay, so we want to make sure both sides line up. So if they're off, we just trim it. Okay? Okay, hopefully this is gonna work. So we got this one for the front. And we're gonna, actually I think we'll, yeah. Hopefully I don't have, and I may have to cut the, I think I will have to cut the, I don't care if the back matches, because it's going to be on the, or in a pocket, or it'll be glued down. I'll show you. It can be glued down. So here's what I think I need to do though. I think I need to cut this in a little more. So let me draw a straight line. Yeah, let's see that happen. All right, so we're going to come in with our, we're going to go upside down here. And we're going to come in, because this definitely has to be smaller than the, this has to be smaller than this piece. Okay, and we'll cut this in. You see, I'll show you real quick here. This one is smaller because we're going to make it hidden. Just like that. And then this one will do. I should have realized that before I got started. Actually, I don't know if I want to. I think I'll do it this way. Got to turn it over. Got our line here so we can see. It comes up. And then we cut it in. Sorry about that, guys. I mean, I should have realized that. So see, we've got a good fair piece hanging over here and a good fair piece hanging over there. So then we're going to cut this nice and even. And again, it doesn't really matter what the backside looks like. We're not going to exactly see that. And even if it's just Chinese lanterns on the back, it's still going to be pretty. Okay, let's go here. I think that should do it. I hope that will do it. For I Spy. Heck yeah, that one's good. Well, no, it's a little bigger. No, it's a little bigger. Let's get another one. Let's look for something with a little more pink in it. It's kind of nice, but we want something with pink. Ooh, there we go. Look at this. Wand flowers. Oh no, this is peony tulips. That's what I want. I love this. I'll show you what it is once I get back to the front. I'm going to turn this into a big idea book once we're all done, and then I'll just do the three holes. I love it. So it's Gardening Made Easy, and I paid a whole $1 for it. And I've been using it. Okay, so let's go here. Let's figure out. This is just over 3.5. So we're going to cut this first part off very carefully. And then we'll go to the 3.5. Just over, we said, didn't we? Just over 3.5. Let's try this and see if this will work. It's still a little bit smaller, but that's going to be on the back side. I feel like we can make it work. No, we cannot. Oh, guys, what am I doing? Oh, wait. I think I can make this work. Yes, what am I thinking? All right. So this will come up to here. This will come up to here. Which side was it? It was this side. All right, so see, that's what I did wrong. That's what I did wrong. Okay, we turn it over. This side's a little thin, so I'm going to go ahead and take a little more off, because the last thing we want is it hanging up. Okay, let's go here. All right, I think that'll work. Don't know what I was thinking. So we're going to glue this piece to this piece, all right? But we're going to cut these edges off. Yeah, we'll cut these edges off. I know I'm all over the place, but you'll see. It'll make sense. That's why I was like, I don't know if we can do the layers just yet or not. So we're going to glue these two down the sides and across, not across the bottom yet, because I feel like this one goes in here. Alright, let's get this out of the way because I don't think I'm going to need it again. Alright, so this one goes here on the back, right? Right, this one goes on the front here. Perfect. Alright. So I'm going to glue the sides here and here. Just the sides. You'll see why. Okay, let's get our little glue guy here. We're going to go narrow. I know this looks like overkill, but we're going to go narrow. We're going to spin it around. We're going to go very narrow here. Move that out. And then we're going to go, okay, that's the top. This is the top. Then we're going to line these up. Get them to stick together. Lined up, right? Got to be lined up. Because this is hidden. That'll work. And then we're going to round these corners, because it works way better if you don't have anything sharp on those corners going into that pocket. Okay, and then this should slide into here. Yes. See? I love it. Now there's your hidden. But then we want to cut this off. So we'll go about an inch. We'll go 3.5 to 2.5, a little over 2.5. Let's try 2 3/4. And I did make sure I cut that off the bottom. So go in here. Look at that, yes, and then we got enough room to glue that bottom. I love it. I love it. I love it. So there is our hidden journaling spot. So then you just pull it out, slide it in, and then let's round these bottom corners, and then we'll glue that bottom together real quick. Gotta love it. There we go. That is our hidden. Ooh. We have to be very frugal with the glue here. Very frugal. In fact, I'm going to take that out. We'll push it out, not in. Right, there we go. That is our hidden journaling spot. And if this happens to be too long, we can trim that bottom piece off. Yeah, we can trim that off, not a problem. And then we just re-round the corners. It is okay. In our world, modification is key. You know, you got to be able to roll with the punches. Okay, there we go. Again, this goes sliding in. That fits nice and snug. Now I can round these corners. That's great. I love it. So it just looks like a picture. See? Just looks like a picture. And then you just pull everything out. Love it! Yes, I do. Now, if you want to embellish more on the outside, you can. But for me, I just like my little hidden journaling spot. Very nice. Very good. All done. I am pleased. And that can go into a pocket this way. It can go into a pocket that way. Your call. Right? Your call. All right, guys. I appreciate you all being here, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of my channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you enjoyed today's video, please share my channel with your crafty friends. It helps me to grow. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.